Good afternoon. You're watching PA Harness Week on Comcast Sportsnet. I'm Sharla McBride. This is our premiere show for the 2013 harness racing season, and it's great to have you back here with us. We had a brief break for winter, but now we're back and bringing you more action than ever before. Coming up in the first show of the year, we'll take you to the Sunshine State for the annual Dan Patch Awards. Who are the big winners, and what do they have to say about receiving the sport's top honor? Plus, racing is back at Harrah's Philadelphia, and we've got a big payoff to show you. Then we'll put a spotlight on some pacers and get in the bike at the Big M and Yonkers for some great races there. Returning to the show in 2013 is our blast from the past. This week, we're taking you back to 1996. Racing is back, and so are we. Heather, Steve, myself, and our producer, Bruce, are all here to bring you more action than ever before. It's stories and features you won't see anywhere else, right here on racing's fastest-paced half hour. It all starts right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
To the goal! Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside here, Brent Messenger into the early. 5 for the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Well, hello there, everybody, and we're back. Yes, we're back in front of your faces for another exciting season of PA Harness Week. Along with George Stephanopoulos, I'm Diane Sawyer. As you can probably see, there's a little bit of a difference here, but being true partners, Heather and I have decided to switch roles. I whacked my stash for a change, and Heather decided to grow one. And I must say, darling, it is exceptionally nice, except for the crookedness, which gives it a certain quirkiness.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying my best to figure out my style, but I appreciate the
Let me see. Can I pay you back for last year? Slow-mo that, will you, Bruce? Okay, great. It is great to be back. It must have been absolutely horrible for you guys. We haven't seen them since 2012. It's now 2013, and you must have been through serious withdrawal. But don't be afraid to expose your sensitive side to us, because that's not a bad thing, right? That's okay, right?
Oh, I love when they expose their sensitive side.
Right, that is so nice. Okay, by the way, watching this program is not illegal, immoral, or fattening, unless, of course, you OD on Heather's sweetness, which is a very strong possibility, okay? So if you're a harness aficionado and you're a big-time fan of the sport, you know this is the place to be for a half hour every single Saturday throughout the season through December to get all your harness stuff. But let's say you're a marginal fan or you're not really into harness. This is still the place to go. You can still enjoy the show. But you know why? Because Heather and I have more fun during this half hour than two human beings should be allowed to have. Right, babe?
With your clothes on.
With your clothes on. So if you guys want to glom onto that, be our guest, all right? And we have a new time.
We have a new time slot.
What did you call me?
I didn't call you anything. I said we have a new time slot.
There you go again.
Time slot.
You said we have a new time. What?
Time slot.
Oh, slot. Sorry, my bad. Should we do the races?
I want to tell everybody first about post time and all the live racing happening. First of all, we're going to start at Harrah's Philadelphia. Most days, it's a 12:40 post time. Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, the 6:30 post time. They're a nighttime post time, okay? It's at Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. So lots of racing in Pennsylvania.
Right through the end of the year.
Yeah.
Correct. Now do you want to do the races?
I guess so.
All right, let's start with race 11 here at Harrah's Philly on Sunday. And Harrah's has that for you.
My name's Heather, by the way. Okay, all right. It's been a long time for him. Okay, we are going in from opening night here at Harrah's Philadelphia. Non-winners, $25,000. Last 5, the purse is $23,000. Number 2 is Transcending, the race favorite. This is a really classy 9-year-old horse, made over $700,000. Number 4 is Rescue Plan. 3-1 second choice, and this is a really, really tough horse. Last year, 37 starts, the year before 39 starts, so I love this horse. Number 1, Rockin Robert. Started off the year with a bang like a Yonkers, tailed off a little bit, might have a little better luck here at Harrah's.
And Rescue Plan is back out of the pocket to engage Report for Duty coming off the first turn. Transcending keeps close tabs on the battle up front, but now moves to the two-path. Transcending's going to strike with a circuit to go as Rescue Plan takes over by a length and a half from Report for Duty first quarter 27-2. And here's Transcending. Transcending takes over, moving to the front before the bridge turn. Transcending a length and a half in front now from Rescue Plan, and Rockin Robert takes up the chase approaching the half mile. And Rockin Robert's going to go on to take the lead, passing Transcending by a length, now a length and a half, and Woodstock Hanover's gained into third, wide of Rescue Plan after that 55-3 half mile. After that quartet comes American Rage, moving up second over to be 3.5 from the front. Report for Duty, after showing good early speeds, dropped back 5 from the lead, and far back last, having made a break, was Cobalt Man. 5/16 to go. Rockin Robert leads by a length and a half. Woodstock Hanover is stalled in the breeze. Transcending's got good pace from the pocket. Tony Hall's going to have to wait for the open stretch. American Rage moves 3 wide but is slow to gain 3 off the lead. Report for Duty's carried widest of all with 4 to make up, and George Napolitano's calling upon him for everything he's got. 3/4, 1:23-1. They're in the stretch. Rockin Robert a length and a half in front. Transcending's trying to wear him down up the open stretch. Now a half length away. Now a quarter. Transcending takes over. Transcending.
Transcending has the lead at the half. He gets some cover, and then he finishes strong in 1:52-1 for the country's leading trainer, Ron Burke. Okay, as we all know, driver Yannick Gingras is like Ron Burke's main man in the sulky, right? But Yannick was at the Meadowlands on this evening, so, like, what's the logical thing to do? You know, if you're Ron Burke, you fly out your own driver, right? Okay? From the Meadows, and it was Tony Hall. He has the utmost trust in Tony, and Tony gets the job done in here. Second, Rockin Robert. Third was Woodstock Hanover.
Alrighty, and stay with us. When we come back, we will have Sharla's feature about the Dan Patch year-end awards. You will not want to miss that. And more exciting action from right here at Harrah, Philadelphia. Don't you dare go away.
Passed us the first time, Macho Lindy at 3-1.
NF quotable.
Why do so many winners travel in EB trailers? They love the ride. EB Pacesetter trailers deliver your horses in peak condition, ready to race every time. Designed to provide safe and comfortable transport for standard-bred racehorses, EB's Pacesetter Series trailers are the preferred choice of professional standard-bred trainers and breeders nationwide. All EB Pacesetter models feature custom standard-bred options and excellent airflow and aligned interior sealing to keep your horses fresh and comfortable. Every EB trailer has commercial quality componentry and riveted sidewall construction engineered and designed to stand up to constant and rigorous horse and road use. And a sleek aerodynamic nose design that also delivers improved fuel savings. More winners ride with EB than any other trailer. EB, setting the pace in standard-bred horse transportation.
Hi there, and welcome back to the season premiere, the curtain riser of PA Harness Week for the 2013 season. That does not resonate in my brain, Heather, that this is 2013 or 2013, whatever you call it. And the idea of having a year that you can call it 2 different ways is nuts. You couldn't do that in the 1900s. It was 1996, right?
I'm sure back in 1969 you found a way to call that a couple different ways.
That hurt, babe. Okay. Well, the Dan Patch Awards were given as they do the year-end awards. It's a big deal in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Everybody goes down there for the awards and the weather, but mostly the weather. And Sharla McBride has a report to find out all the goings-on of what happened at this year's Dan Patch Awards.
It was an amazing year at the track, full of historic races and world records being broken. And just a few weeks ago at the annual Dan Patch Awards banquet, the top horses, top trainers, top drivers, they were all honored. We're going to take a look back now at 2012's big winners. Beginning with the 2-year-old filly pacer of the year, a big congrats to Somewhere Over the Rainbow, owned and trained by George Teague Jr. Top 3-year-old male trotter of the year, no surprises here. It's the high stepper with the highest money earned in 2012 with over $2 million in purses. The award goes to Market Share, trained by Linda Toscano, who became the first woman to win this prestigious trotting event.
It doesn't quite sink in sometimes that it really happened. You think it's going to be like that season of Dallas where you wake up and it was a dream. But it's fun.
And in addition to that, what can we look forward to? How are you trying to outdo yourself, or how are you gonna outdo 2012?
Well, you probably can't, but I wasn't trying for 2012 when it happened. So I think you just take care of the horse, and I really believe that if you take care of the horse will take care of you. And you have to get lucky, and everything has to work out. But if you love what you do, and I do, sometimes it does work out.
The 3-year-old filly trotter of the year was given to Check Me Out. Last year, she took home the award as the freshman filly trotter, and this year she broke a world record and claimed the top prize at the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes Championship. The 3-year-old filly pacer of the year was conditioned by Jimmy Takter and boasted a world record mile mark of 148.2. She's American Jewel, and she's our champion. Heston Blue Chip won the 3-year-old male pacer of the year and finished the season strong by being victorious in the Breeders' Crown. Another moneymaker for Linda Toscano, he is also a track record holder at Dover Downs. In the older female pacer of the year, it's the reigning queen holding her title. Andrew Yvette proved to be the best in 2011, and she's even better in 2012. The older male pacer of the year was Heather on Halloween, also known as Foiled Again. At 8 years old, after being trained by Ron Burke, he raked in $1.2 million last season, becoming the richest pacer in North American history, with a total of $4.6 million in lifetime earnings. The 2-year-old male pacer of the year and overall pacer of the year award was given to Captain Treacherous. This special freshman, driven by Tim Tetrick and trained by Tony Alanya, now joins an elite club as only the 3rd 2-year-old in harness racing history to receive this honor.
I was very high on the horse from the beginning. The good thing about being able to train for Brittany Farms and Myron Bell and their group is that they never put any pressure on me. And when you have people behind you that don't put the pressure on you, you can make great things happen. When you have somebody that's constantly, is he good enough? Is he that kind of horse? That puts a lot of pressure on you to make wrong decisions. So we made a lot of right decisions. After the horse baby race, Myron and I mapped out a schedule, and we stuck to that schedule, which was 10 starts, and it worked out very well for the horse.
And last but certainly not least, the older male trotter of the year, overall trotter of the year, and horse of the year honors were awarded to, drum roll please, Chapter 7, the 4-year-old earned over $1 million in 2012, and in his 10 races, he took home 8 wins and 2 second-place finishes. Another product of Linda Toscano, Chapter 7 was a Breeders' Crown champ with record-setting victories that will never be forgotten. While the horses are impressive, the drivers are too, and this year's Driver of the Year was awarded to none other than the driver of Chapter 7, Tim Tetrick, who had the pleasure of driving some of the year's fastest horses.
You are, for the past 6 years, the top money-winning driver in North America. In addition to that, you've been the steady driver behind some of the top horses for this year, and you just received this amazing award. I need you to tell me 2012 has been amazing for you. What has been one accomplishment that stands out above the rest in that year?
I don't know. There's so many, 7 divisional winners, win 4 Breeders' Crowns, Hamiltonian. I can tell you my biggest disappointment a lot easier than I can tell you all the good things that happened. But, getting to drive the horse of the year, pace of the year, I've never had a horse of the year, so that's pretty special.
What is your biggest disappointment?
Check Me Out in the Oaks, definitely. That took 5 years off my life real quick.
A big congratulations to all of the United States divisional champions, and good luck in 2013. Reporting for PA Harness Week, I'm Sharla McBride.
Wow, that looked like an amazing event, and you were there. Unfortunately, I wasn't there. I couldn't afford to go.
So, I hardly believe that, but anyway.
So tell me all about it. Was it great?
Oh, it was amazing. The whole ballroom was packed. Hundreds of people were there, and everybody cleaned up so well in their nice suits and ties.
I saw that. So
tuxedos.
your dress was very slamming.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was very nice.
I rented it. It came down from New York City and arrived at the hotel.
Ooh, you didn't have a Birkin bag with you, did you, for $10,000?
No, but I was pretty big time, yeah. I helped MC the awards. It was so much fun. I co-MC'd it with Gary Seibel, Roger Houston, and Dave Little.
Oh, you what?
I co-hosted, I know, of other men.
With another man? Gary Seibel?
I didn't want you to find out, but anyway, sorry.
Why am I always
sorry
the last
you had
to know?
to find out this
That
way.
was very uncool. I think you guys will agree with that. Okay, time to go to Sunday's 10th race here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. It was for non-winners of $8,500 in the last 5 starts. $13,000 was on the line. Number 3, Ride in Style with Tim Tetrick was the 9-5 chalk. Number 5, Macho Lindy was 3-1 with Andy Miller. And number 2, Rockin' Jesse with Dave Miller was the 4-1 third choice. And with the call, Harrah's Philadelphia track announcer James Withright.
Ride in Style holds a 1.5 lead. Berkshire's taken second, moving wide of Macho Lindy under encouragement to keep on from the loose pocket. Keeping the chips out on the 3-path, stalled 3.5 lengths off the lead after making a mild bid. Lightning Lady wedges between rivals and will try to put together a late rally. Rockin' Jesse's rallying from the back 6 lengths behind. 3/4, 126-2. Off the turn, Ride in Style, 1.5 in front. Chased home by the pair of Berkshire and a driven Lightning Lady. Down to the 70. Ride in Style almost there. Lightning Lady lunging. Berkshire digging in. Ride in Style.
Ride in Style did just that. Came away slowly before shooting to the lead. It took him about a half a mile to clear, but once he did, it was all clear sailing. And Ride in Style rode in Style to win it by 2 in 1:55.3. Number 4, Lightning Lady off at 6-1 with Georgie Knapp was second. Number 7, Berkshire, a 19-1 bomber with Ron Pierce, got third. Timmy had 4 on Sunday.
Are you surprised about that?
I didn't say it in a surprise way, but he had 4. It's like pretty much with him, it's like, oh, Tim had 4 on Sunday.
Yeah, Grand Slam.
Grand Slam, no big whoop. Okay. How about the 14th on Sunday? And Heather's got that one for you.
I do. It is all fillies and mares here. Purse is $10,000. Number 2 is One Night. Now, she's been racing at the Meadowlands. She's a favorite in here at even money. Georgie Knapp is in the sulky. Number 1, Here's My Ticket. It's coming off a really speedy win at Dover Downs. And number 7 is Apogee Hanover, going off at over 10-1 odds. She has a really decent resume in Ontario Sire Stakes as a 2- and 3-year-old. She's 4 now.
I like that horse.
Let's see.
Here's My Ticket, who ratchets up the pressure with just over a quarter mile to go. Here's My Ticket, sticks ahead in front. One Night is forced to fight back at the pegs. Apogee Hanover was towed right up into contention. At 12-1, Apogee Hanover is just a 1.5 lengths behind Here's My Ticket, moving 3 wide off the leader right now. Runaway Trey's in behind a wall of horses. She'll look to hook to the outside in the purple and white headgear. 3/4, 124-2, down to the 150. Here's My Ticket between mares, just a neck in front. Apogee Hanover closing down the outer. One Night re-rallies up the open stretch, up to the line. Apogee Hanover.
Here's My Ticket came first up, and then she battled with One Night. Apogee Hanover really benefited from that. She comes up 3 wide and gets up to win by half a length. And Apogee Hanover, yeah! 153 flat in the sulky. Yannick Gingras for the Roger Hammer stable, and this filly pays a $27.60. Nice price. One Night was charging, had to settle for second. A Runaway Trey was third.
As a runaway train should be. Okay, when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at Harrah's, Philadelphia, there was a huge, humongous payoff that you will see why this is a great sport and you can make lots of money at it. Don't go away.
The field turns for home. Ooh, Bad Boy, challenged late by King Harvest.
When it's your time to shine, what will you do? At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hi, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. Along with Heather, I'm Steve. Look looking kind of cute today, babe. Did you?
That's only because you haven't seen me for months. Okay, by the end of the season, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, do something with your hair.
Well, there may be something to that, but I mean, you could have looked old and haggard too. I could have said, wow, this chick is looking bad. But you look good.
Thank you.
Looking good.
You do too, and I love the mustache. I think it's...
You do?
Yeah, I really do. I'm being honest. Don't you guys?
My mom is not down with it. When I grew it, she hated it. Now when I shaved it off, she hates that I shaved it off. Can't please her. My daughter, Nicole, no good. But you, my partner, Heather, yes, indeedy. All right? All right. It's time now for an exciting segment of the show. We love doing this because we love going back in time. It's our blast from the past. Let's go back to the year I mentioned just before in the Open, 1996, which was last century for all you young whippersnappers. 1996. It was the Meadowlands. It was a big race. It was called the Driscoll. And there was Jenna's Beach Boy in there, Riyadh, and a stellar field that is going to knock your socks off as we watch the Driscoll from 1996 on PA Harness Week.
Riyadh now to the front for Moiseev. Jenna's Beach Boy second. The battle is on with Ball and Chain third. Then a length and a half to I Saw Him first. Midway around the final turn, and it's Riyadh by 2. Jenna's Beach Boy second. Another 2.5 to Ball and Chain. But as they approach 3/4, Riyadh by a length and a half, 2. Jenna's Beach Boy second. 3/4 and 1, 20 and 2. 3/16 to go, and they're on their way home. And Riyadh, right there is Jenna's Beach Boy. And it's those two who are going to slug it out. And it's another 4 to Ball and Chain. In deep stretch, what a race here! Riyadh on the inside, Jenna's Beach Boy in an epic battle. Jenna's Beach Boy for Faye in 1:47 and 3. Fastest race ever.
I got to pick the blast from the past this week, and I'm so excited about it because that is one of my very first breathtaking memories. I mean, now, mind you, I was in my 20s at the time, but I remember watching that race. I was with my parents at Ocean Downs, and I saw it. It was via simulcast, and my heart stopped when they crossed the wire in 1:47 and 3. At that time, the fastest race ever in harness racing history. And of course, I was just so in love with Jenna's Beach Boy at the time, as everyone was, and Riyadh, another one of my very favorite horses of all time.
Well, now 16 years later, you seem just as excited as you were when you were back in your 20s. The only thing is, at your age now, don't get that excited. Bad things could happen.
Let me just tell you about this race. Also, yeah, right. I just got that. Okay. I was just thinking about, what if you're the owner of Easter Sun Hannah, okay? So the horse doesn't get a check in here. So you call the owner up. Well, I've got good news and bad news. Your horse paced in 1:51. But didn't get a check. I mean, this is 1996. The horse is that was an amazing mile.
That is pretty nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also, Bruce wanted me to tell you that you picked the blast this week, but don't get too used to it because you're not doing it anymore. Okay, it's time now for that payoff we talked about. It is the first race Sunday at Harrah's Philly. Number 7, American General with Andy Miller was 2-1. He was the chalk. Number 2, CC Heat Seeker with Todd Shadle was 5-1. And Ooh Bad Boy with Ron Pierce, he was 5-2. Okay?
Got it.
Let's see what happens.
3/4 in 1:26 and 4. The field turns for home. Ooh, Bad Boy challenged late by King Harvest. Still 3/4 to a length in front. King Harvest at 41 to 1's in with a pretty good shot. A length and a half to CC Heat Seeker and out wide Fast Pulse next. Up to the line, King Harvest. King Harvest might have just beaten Ooh, Bad Boy.
As Gomer Pyle once said,
surprise, surprise, surprise.
No, well, burn my britches. I don't know if Gomer said that or not, but it sounds like something that Gomer should have said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how about this one? You ready? Number 1, King Harvest, a song obviously named after the group that had a hit in 1973, back when I was 2 or 3 years old. And it was called Dancing in the Moonlight. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. He was offered 40-1 with Steve Smith, obviously not his real name. And he got away 4th. and he sat before coming first up, and then he nailed pace setter, ooh, bad boy, on the money to win him 155-1. King Harvest only paid $84.40, and who said you can't make money in this game? CC Heatseeker was length back in third, and don't even think about going anywhere, going to the fridge, going to the bathroom, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to go in the bike all for you. Don't go away.
It's What Are We Needy at the top of the stretch.
Tonight, it's ladies' night. The lights are low, and the stakes are high. Sometimes ladies' night is just a date night in disguise. At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hello out there, harness racing fans, and welcome back to the inaugural of the 2013 PA Harness Week Horse Racing Show. It's very exciting.
Don't get too excited at your age, like you told me that earlier.
Did you think I needed that payback? All right, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to go in the bike. Okay, going to the Meadowlands for Saturday's second race. When these tracks do this and they make the races, the feature race in the second or third, it seems kind of weird, doesn't it?
I'm not going against the 30. That's too high. My pay grade's not that high.
Well, excusez-moi. Okay, in the second race, it was the Aquarius, 4-year-olds and up. It was an open pace, $35,000 in the line. Only 5 showed up for this dance. Number 4, What Are We Needy with Mark McDonald was the 1-2 chalk. Number 3, Escape the News was 9-5 with Yannick Gingras. And number 5, Bacon on the Beach, one of my favorite pastimes with John Campbell, was 5-1. And here's the call.
It's What Are We Needy at the top of the stretch. He's opened it up to a 2.5 length lead. Escape the News tips out, trying to make up some ground in second. Bacon on the Beach has worked his way into third. Yo Cheyenne Rocky is fourth. And Escape the News is coming on the outside after What Are We Needy. What Are We Needy still in front. Escape the News to his wheel. It's What Are We Needy. Escape the News surging. Escape the News slingshots past to win it.
What Are We Needy cut the mile with Escape the News in the 2-hole. Both drivers turned their horses loose in the lane. And it was Escape the News who won it by a neck over What Are We Needy in 1:48.4. Real racehorse time. Bacon on the Beach was a length back in third. Okay, we're going to Yonkers. Saturday's feature there was a $35,000 preferred pace. Number 5, Electro Fire with Brian Sears was 7-5. Number 7, Annie's Western Card, who is now in the Ron Burke stable. Surprise, surprise. Was 2-1 with Matt Kekele, who drives for Ron Burke up in Yonkers. All right, got that? And number 4, Sapphire City with Brett Holland was the 9-2 third choice. And here's the call.
Homeward bound here, and first to face the Saturday crowd is Electro Fire. On the outside, Nob Hill High. Toward the inside is Sapphire City. Far outside, Annie's Western Card, finishing with a flourish. Annie's Western Card, yes!
Electro Fire cut the mile and turned home with a lead before 3. Count them, 3 others blew on by, the fastest being Annie's Western Card, who came from the men's room to get up in 1:52.2. Sapphire City was second. Number 3, Nob Hill High off at 16-1 with Eric Goodell. Won a huge mile and finished third. Also in the first of the Meadowlands that same night, there was a Miller trifecta. You ready for this? Andy, Marcus, and David, 1, 2, 3, paid $74,000. I lied about the amount just to make it sound better than it was. And that's going to do it for this edition of PA Harness Week for the 2013 season. I want to remind you to go to our website, HarnessWeek.com.
That's correct.
And you'll be able to keep up on everything that goes on. Our brand new time, again, Saturday, 10:30 a.m., immediately following Let's Go Racing. That's a whole block of horse racing for an hour, whatever breed. It's thoroughbred on the first half hour, harness in the second half hour, and lots of fun for the entire hour. And for all of us here, including Bruce Casella, my lovely partner Heather, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to pick up the pace and get high on harness.
It's only natural.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway.
Starting fast outside there, Brett Messenger